हेलो लिसनर्स, वेलकम टू रेडियो जिंदगी 1550 AM एंड 99.7 FM HD3। मैं हूं आपके साथ में ईरा और शो लेके आए हैं आपके लिए वेलनेस बाय ऑल मीन्स। हमारे साथ में स्टूडियो में हफ्ते में 2 बार जुड़ते हैं मनोज जोशी जी फ्रॉम वेलनेस बाय ऑल मीन्स, एंड ही इज हियर ऑन एयर एंड एवरी टाइम ही कम्स ऑन एंड ही ब्रिंग्स फॉर अस अ टॉपिक व्हिच इज गुड फॉर अस, गुड फॉर आवर मेंटल हेल्थ, फिजिकल वेलनेस और स्पिरिचुअल वेलनेस और इमोशनल वेलनेस, किसी भी बारे में। एंड दिस शो इज ऑल अबाउट ओवरऑल वेलनेस एंड इट इज नॉट जस्ट योगा। जैसे मनोज जी हमेशा बोलते हैं, यू कैन कॉल इन, यू कैन स्पीक टू हिम, यू कैन कनेक्ट विद हिम। स्टूडियो का नंबर है 5107701550, और इफ यू वुड लाइक टू कनेक्ट विद वेलनेस बाय ऑल मीन्स यू कैन कॉल देम ऑन 510-364-4162 और लॉग ऑन टू wellnessbyallmeans.com। बट आज कुछ खास सरप्राइज है स्टूडियो में, तो आइए पहले बात करते हैं मनोज जी से। मनोज जी, वेलकम टू द शो।
Thank you very much. Happy Friday to all our friends who are listening to the radio right now. We have a room full of people right now inside, and we have a road full of people outside.
Oh.
So it will be a rocking show today, and then this is Wellness by All Means.
It is
friends.
all about people.
It's all about people. It's all about life. And we'll talk about stress management today. That's what I was thinking about, like how we can manage the stress. So
Okay.
I had announced in my Facebook today that we'll be talking about 10 different ways how we can minimize your stress. So, of course, we'll talk about yoga and meditation and dance, but what are the other things? We'll just keep doing it as we talk about. So, we'll also open up for any conversation, any talks that can come from the people. We can announce one number so that they can call in case they would like to contribute their ways of how they have been able to manage their stress.
Sure. The number to call on, the studio number to call on is 510-770-1550. That's 510-770-1550.
You know, the first step that comes to my mind is always tune into Radio Zindagi and listen to this talk show. This is all about stress management, right?
Absolutely.
So, friends, we have a couple of guests today. We have Sanjeev Bhattacharya ji that we have interviewed last time.
We spoke to him, yes.
Very famous Manipuri dancer. He is a world famous dancer, and he does workshops all over the world. And he will be doing a couple of workshops with us with Wellness by All Means Center in Santa Clara and Fremont. And we also have a very famous actress in Ranjita Chakrabarti. She has also acted with Anupam Kher and many other movies. So we are very fortunate to have you with us. So we'll talk about different kinds of things today, and particularly about stress management, of course. So what do you think? How we can manage stress? Sanjeev ji, आप बोलिए कि डांस के जरिए में कैसे हम स्ट्रेस मैनेज कर सकते हैं?
For me, it is just dance is a dynamic meditation. So I thought that whenever we are dancing, then in the same time it's a deep meditation inside, and the outside you have to dynamic with your movement. So if you do with this in control, so I think definitely your mind, body, soul together, it's moving together, and it's you can concentrate so well, so you will forget everything outside, whatever you have, stress, everything. So I think in that way it is really help. And also we have a Natya Shastra and Abhinay Darpan, we have a section, it's a Navarasa. Navarasa also is it is very wonderful practice. When we are practicing Navarasa, it is to maintain the balance, our harmony of our emotions. So like whenever we are very angry, we should not be react in the same time. Mm-hmm. So if you are stressed, you should not be react that you are stressful. So in that way we learned a lot for that practice. So I think it's inside, outside, and whole mind body articulations helps for the dance to manage the stress.
So that means, like, if you are an expert in knowing about all the 9 rasas that you call 9 emotions, that means you have a choice. Like if you're anger, you don't show the anger in the front, but you show something else.
Yep.
Like maybe hasya.
Yes.
Or something else. So you have got more choices with you.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That's good. And also, like, if you cannot dance for some reason, like, maybe you can listen to the music of dance. Like, it's very calming, very soothing. A lot of beautiful classical music are there.
Yeah.
So I think listening to a music which can calm you down is one of the very well-known ways of minimizing stress. Right? Acting.
Yeah. And also I wanted to add that for dancing, it's a spiritual meditation, of course, and also if you dance regularly, it's good for your health. You know, you can lose weight, and that also reduces your stress. You know,
Definitely.
it's good all around, because dancing has a lot to do with yoga. You know, the stretches, we use actually a lot of those stretches in dance also. And for me personally, I used to dance, not so much anymore, but acting is the same thing. It's you're trying to be someone else. In those 1 or 2 hours. You are entertaining people, so that relieves the stress. Also, it's a great stress reliever.
I think you kept a very good point, because as you dance and do yoga or do physical exercises, of course, like, one of the best things that you can give you to yourself is your good health. And when you have headache, when you have migraine, when you have different kinds of stomach problems, if you're not healthy, stress will automatically come to you.
Yep.
So by just maintaining your good health, obviously you are minimizing your stress. So that's wonderful. The second point that people talk about is when you are in stress, you should call a friend. Like if you can't find, that any other way to do something to minimize your stress. Suppose you're at workplace, you cannot dance, you cannot listen to the music, then maybe you should find out some of your good friends and you can just talk. Having a conversation is very important part of stress management. Do you agree?
Absolutely. I think if you can, I think that's the problem. A lot of problems with youngsters these days. They don't have someone to talk to, and it's sometimes you don't want to talk to your parents. So to find a good friend and to sort of share your whatever is bothering you. Even at work, sometimes you may not want to go to your boss or your boss's boss. So you might want to have a support structure to be able to conversate and just. So I'm feeling this way. What can I do? Even to take advice.
Yeah, for me also, Sam, definitely you have to express somebody, but that should be very selective. It's not just whenever you're stressful, and you can say, you can ask everybody, oh, I'm very stressful and please help me. So I think for me, I have a very selective person to discuss about it, who can really, really guide me well to relieve my stress. In that way, I have, it's kind of, for me, it's kind of counselor. Those who are counseling very well. Yeah. I have very good counseling friend. I always call her. So please, this thing is happening. So can you help me? I'm going to take this decision. Is it okay? Or so I can just, or if I cannot find anybody, then I put some music or maybe I dance practice. So that is also help to get over.
Yeah, that's very good. Friends, if you have just joined us recently, right now we are talking about how to minimize the stress in life, and one of the best ways that we could talk or to dance or to listen to the music. Those are different ways that we are talking about. If you have any questions, you can call us. And also, we are interviewing Sanjeev Bhattacharya ji. He is a very famous dancer, and then he is offering a couple of dance workshops. His workshop is called Techniques Within Tradition. So that will be a very wonderful program to understand what dance is about, what different technicalities are there. We have a call.
Yes, Manoj, we have a caller here. Let's see what they have to say. Hello, you're on air. What's your name and what's your question? Please go ahead.
Hi, thank you.
Hello.
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 Hello, Manoj.
Namaste.
Hi,
how are you?
Seema.
Hi, Seema ji. Namaste. Thank you for calling.
Namaste, Seema ji.
Namaste, Seema ji.
Namaste, Sanjeev. Namaste, Ranjita ji. Thank you. Before I start, I wanted to thank Manoj ji for bringing Sanjeev to this talk show.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm honored.
Our privilege to hear from Sanjeev. Sanjeev, it's really nice how you explain about Navarasha. Can you let us know a little bit more about your workshop? I know there's a lot of workshop we are going to do. And is this open to all of the people, or has to be only the dancers?
Well, it's actually, it is open to all, but it's a different segment. One is for the beginners, those who can feel they're beginners, those who can feel they're advanced, and those with the kids. And so it's actually open to all. I don't want it to really divide it into parts, but it's just according to their availability of the time and also the quality of their thinking what they are.
I just wanted to give the times. Actually, I'm going to be in the beginner workshop, which is today, from 7 to 10 in Santa Clara. I have been dancing for a long time, but with Sanjeev, I know there is something to learn in every class, so I wouldn't worry too much about whether it's beginner or advanced. Just show up.
Right.
On Friday, today, we have a class from 7 to 10 in Santa Clara, and the address is on the Wellness by All Means website. And then there is an advanced class tomorrow from 10 to 2 at Fremont, again in the Wellness by All Means studio. So I would encourage everyone. Actually, this would be a great stress reliever. We are all running around doing stuff. If you come for the workshop, I think you will benefit a lot. Doesn't matter whether it's beginners or advanced. You will learn something for sure.
I think for more
That's what
information
I
about
wanted to
it,
know. Yes.
yeah, for any information about the details of the schedule and all, because I can see like a lot of things are going on, you can always go ahead to our website, wellnessbyallmeans.com, and just send us an email from there. Immediately we can answer to your questions. So
Okay, so there is one tonight and then one tomorrow. You have something in Sunday?
Yes, Sunday
Yes,
also.
Sunday also, 2 to 7, it's an open mixed class in Santa Clara. So people who have learnt on Friday and people who have learnt tomorrow morning, we will all come together in a giant family and do it from 2 to 7 in Santa Clara. And I think it will be a lot of fun. It's 1171 Homestead Road, I think, right?
yeah, so that's good. So 1150 to 1170.
And I'll be teaching, like I'm introducing the Indian classical basic techniques, classical martial arts and folk dance forms, as well as I'm a specialized in Manipuri dance. I wanted to introduce Manipuri Brahmaris, Tandav and Lasya Brahmaris, which is very attractive, and I think anybody can learn that kind of techniques and they can utilize with their implementation. So that's why that is my target, to just move to explore as any kind of classical dance forms, and any kind of classical dancer, they can take this workshop to explore their creative ability to innovate new choreographic theme.
And in case anybody cannot reach out to our website for whatever reason that you're driving, you can always call a number 510-364-4163. 510-364-4163. That's a special number to call about the dance workshops if you're interested. And of course, for any kind of yoga workshop, you can always find out more information from our website. We are not doing the workshop this Sunday. We are doing the dance workshop. So next following Sunday, we'll do the 7 Secrets to Personal Excellence workshop. And if you have time, you definitely would plan to come to our Fremont Center 3 to 5 again. That will be the boot camp workshop. And so we are continuing our discussion about stress management. And then, so Simaji, do you have anything to talk?
No, that's all I wanted to know, that if anybody else, I know there's a lot of different style we have in Bay Area.
Sure.
So, like Odissi dancer or Bharatanatyam dancer or any dancer can and thank you again, Joshi ji, to bringing Sanjeev here.
Sure, thank you very much.
It's our privilege to listen.
Yeah,
from
we
him,
will see you in our studio soon.
Actually, I'm very much grateful to Dalia Chatterjee Sen, Ranjita Chakrabarti, because for them I am here this time, because they sponsored me for the Kala Mahotsav and the Chitra production. So I'm really, really very fortunate that for them I'm here in this time in Bay Area, and for them I connected lot of good soul people like you, like Gayatri Joshi, and lot of dance Manojji and lot of dancers and very good friends. So I'm really blessed, I'm feeling. Thank you so much.
Definitely a special...
Then thanks to Ranjita and thanks to Delia too.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm hoping to see you, definitely. I will be there, one of your workshop, and I will ask all my students to come. Hopefully we'll definitely some of
Yes,
us
definitely. Still, please,
and
definitely.
thank you so much.
I was talking about 10 steps to stress management, but I think I would love to add one more. It's called gratitude. Like now, the way that we're talking right now, thanking each other, I think being thankful, being grateful to each other is one of the best way to minimize your stress.
I absolutely have to agree with that. Actually, I wanted to give a special shout out to Dalia Chatterjee Sen. She is the one who introduced me to... See, it's all about connections.
It's all about connections.
Dalia introduced me to Sanjeev, who I didn't know before. And he's a gem and a treasure, and we have to treasure that gem. So thank you, Dalia, so much for introducing me to Sanjeev. And hopefully from me, he will get introduced to other people, and then we'll all be one big family of Sanjeev. Sanjeev stressless people.
I wanted
from
to...
Sanjeev to Sanjeevani. You can add that part to the health and wellness.
I wanted to add one more, that I'm traveling all over the world, and I always meeting lots of people, artists, but I never ever met such a coolest person ever before I met Gayatri Joshi, because she is such a cool. So I wanted to invite her to explain how she is removing her stress and how she is maintaining her stressless mind. So I really wanted to know that, because when I thought, oh my God, I have to ask, and I didn't get a Gayatri ji, and when No problem, Sanjeev ji. It's no issues. It's no. So, oh my God. So I really, this time I'm learning a lot from Gayatri ji. So I just really wanted to introduce my wonderful dancer, Odissi dancer friend, Gayatri Joshi. She is also the director of I Gurukul Dance.
Thank you, Sanjeev ji. Thank you so much. We are actually honored to have Sanjeev ji here, and I have been planning from last 3 months. I think we have been planning, and this is I just want to tell before I go to how I manage my stress. I really would like to invite all the listeners to come and experience this dance movements with Sanjeev ji. He's such a great dancer. I'm not sure how many of you have watched. If you're not watched, you have few hours to go and look at YouTube. Just look for Sanjeev Bhattacharya, and you will see a lot of. I'm very sure you'll have a lot of clips over there. And
all are very bad, actually.
We are running.
And imagine if he sing that those are bad. Imagine such mein kaisa milega.
Yeah, I know.
We are running a special ad in the Facebook today. We'll put some links of his dance. Okay. So if you go to Facebook.com and like us, Wellness by All Means, then you can see all the links and everything that you're talking about today. You also get another way to get information about the dance workshop. So
yeah. And I am myself is also be part of this advanced dance workshop. I really want to know his secrets, how he's so graceful and how he's so swift in his dance movements in the on the stage. So he's a great performer. He knows how to use the stage properly. He knows how to take advantage of the lighting, camera, and he really has worked with. He has got very diverse experience with theater and dance and working with different ballet groups, and so it's really an opportunity. And he's just here for a week. He's not going to be here. I don't know when he's coming back, although we would like him to come every year. But yeah, I would really invite all the listeners to come and experience the dance with him.
I think what you're saying is good, because it's not just the dancers, but I think all the people who practice yoga, like all the yogis and yoginis of the world who are listening to us right now, they could add so much thing to their life, like rhythms, swiftness,
yep.
Dance of. There are so many things that dance adds beyond the postures and the meditation that you do.
Yeah.
So you can, I think, give a lot of twist to your calmness, your stress management capability by learning a few more tricks from Sanjeev ji. So I think definitely that will be a good addition.
Yeah, another one, I'm not sure how much time we have, but another thing I want to add is it's not a conflict. What he's going to teach is very much basics and techniques of dance. So it does not conflict with any other form or any other teacher you have been learning. So it's just that he's going to complement with his techniques, and it's going to help in your style of dancing, whatever you're doing. You're doing, I know a lot of you are doing Odissi, Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, Manipuri, Bollywood or contemporary or whatever you're doing, hip hop, doesn't matter really. What he's going to be telling the basics and the techniques. So that I just wanted to add that. But so you want to add anything, Sanjeev ji, for on this one?
I think you told everything. It's just very, very good. It's for all, because I also taught for one old age home. I was working with them also. It's dance as a healing. So they are all 60 years to 102 years old. So when I just working with on a session, and then I found, oh my God, this dance can be also for them. So then I designed for them. So I think dance is an unlimited process. So it should not be in bracket with just for any.
Right.
Just because I can see sometimes some dancer, they are thinking that, oh, I'm a classical dancer, I am at this. So it should not be. So
you're right. Like, I was just talking to one of my friends, and she's doing a very innovative work. Basically, she's working with Stanford as a clinical research. What she's doing is has developed some computer program to freeze dance for cancer patients. Mm-hmm. Like, as you said, dance could be a healing.
Yeah.
So definitely there are a lot of multiple ways that we can add yoga, dance to health and healing. So that's what we are talking about, friends. I think we have got less time. So please find more information about Sanjeev ji's workshop from our website. by calling the number 510-364-4163. Seats are limited. I think you should definitely call today so that we can accommodate you in our Fremont Center or in our Santa Clara Center. It's a great exclusive opportunity to learn about the technicalities. It's called Techniques Within Tradition. So it's a great title, and I believe that a lot of great contents will be there, and then enriched experience will be ensured if you come to attend to this workshop. And we will continue for 5 minutes. We'll talk about, what are the different remaining 10 ways to minimize your stress. We talked about listen to the calm music or listen to the dance music as the first one. Calling a friend could be another one. If you can get somebody, you can also do a self-talk. Self-talk is also promoted as a viable mean of minimizing your stress. And one of the other things that you could do is eating a healthy snack or eating a good fruit, like if you take an apple or any kind of fruit, just chew it, what we call as a mindful eating, like take a couple of grapes or blueberries or something like that, or just eat mindfully, take a couple of more time, like maybe take a cucumber, slice it, and then just eat it very slowly. The kind of saliva that you create, the kind of munching that you do, that also reduces a lot of stress.
It's very important for that, because I met one of my dancer friend. She is wonderful for the food, so she guided me so well. She eat food without cooking. She never use the gas.
Right.
It's just for the steam maximum, and everything is just raw. And if she wants to use the oil, so it's raw olive oil or just butter kind of, but everything is just juice and fresh fruits, fresh everything. So that is also very good for good healthy food. Is always to make you more stressless. Yeah.
Exactly.
Manoj ji, I'm sorry to interrupt you. We have a caller here.
Sure. Let's take this call.
Hello, you're on air with Manoj ji.
नमस्ते.
हाँ जी मनोज जी, हीरा जी नमस्कार, मैं रणजीत बोल रहा हूँ.
हाँ जी, बोलिए, कैसे हैं आप? How are you?
बहुत बढ़िया मनोज जी, बहुत अच्छी टिप दे रहे हैं. तो एक चीज और मैं ऐड ऑन करना चाहता हूँ. मुझे पता है कि टाइम खत्म होने वाला है.
हाँ, बोलिए.
कि आप जैसे बता रहे हैं कि डांस करके फिर किसी को फ्रेंड को कॉल करके और कुछ कितनी बातें हैं, और अगर ये सब कुछ नहीं हो तो बात करने के लिए सीधा भगवान से बात करें.
That's good. That was my seventh point.
बताएं, प्रेयर करें.
Exactly, this meditation.
मैं पूरा बिलीव करता हूँ, और वो अगर कुछ भी नहीं हो तो सीधा ऊपर वाले से बात करें तो वो होता है, तो उससे भी स्ट्रेस कम होता है.
Very good. Thank you for the tips.
Thank you so much. Yes, we do that.
Thank you very much. So yoga and
much.
meditation is definitely a way. If you don't have anybody to talk to your inner self, talk to your higher self, which is all within. Yes. That's a good one. Just like eating a fruit, like laughing out could be a very good strategy. Like you could just listen to the music or watch a funny show and then just dance. Mm-hmm. So when you laugh, a lot of things happens. The endorphins and all the positive hormones get secreted in your brain. It naturally you produce more tranquilizers inside your body and brain. That helps you. Sixth one is we drink some green tea. The people say like taking green tea or honey lemon juice. That could be one other additive to your stress management. Number 7, yoga and meditation we talked about. Exercise we have already talked about. Dancing is a part of that. Number 9 is sleep. And then if you can't sleep, you should practice Yoga Nidra. So you can come to our website, WellnessByAllMeans.com, download some of the Yoga Nidras. If you have just 10 minutes to practice, a power nap, you can definitely relax up to 2 hours of time. So if you just do 10 minutes of Yoga Nidra, you can get relaxation for about 2 hours or 3 hours of sleep time. And of course, like you have already talked about a counselor, I would add the 10 steps according to the psychologists. They always say like, find out somebody who is an expert, like a life coach, who can guide you to have a very different kind of lifestyle. Because whatever the way that you're adding stress, they could find out where the stress is coming from and why the energy is getting drained out, and what is the most applicable and most customized way that you could do out of these 10 steps or 15 steps that is available. Which one is most appropriate for you? So if you could find a life coach, you can definitely have a discussion, and then if you want to come to us, we can offer you a free session with us, and then we would love to listen to your stories of life and then try to guide you as much as possible, like what are these 10 steps which is most appropriate for you. And friends, it's a great privilege to talk to you every week at least 2 times in this radio show, and then I believe that a lot of people do listen to us and then like our show. And special thanks to again Sanjeev ji, you came, Gayatri ji, you came, and Ranjita ji. It's all enriches our show, and I believe that when we add more varieties to our talk show, people would be more interested. And please do participate in this workshop that we're talking about. And Iraji will give us the final word, how to contact us and how to find us in the Facebook. We are running a special ad. If you go to facebook.com/Wellness by All Means you can get more tips and also some coupon codes for our boot camp.
काहे मेरे पेट पे लात मार रहे हैं मनोज जी?
So what do you
मनोज जी
find
has actually done the whole show by himself and he doesn't need me anymore.
But still, like, you absorb so much, like, okay, people talk about stress management, people talk about different
I
things.
want to especially mention it. I do listen to your shows and it's great to listen to you.